Morning. How's everybody doing? So, I hope you enjoyed spring break. We finished the test last day on the 27th. Some of you didn't write it, some of you did. Those of you wrote it, marks have been entered. Those that you haven't, please see if you can get a hold of it in Google Classroom. And yeah, finish it. It's not overly difficult. There are 20 questions in total. Now, getting into our new chapter, it's chapter 4 in trig. Now, taking a look at it, this unit shouldn't be overly difficult. One of the concepts we've already covered has to do with Pythagoras' theorem because we're working with right angle triangles. What this unit also focuses is on the trig functions of sine, cosine, and tangent. We'll be going through some of the basics as we'll start with Pythagorean theorem and then we'll get through it. So if you remember, taking a look, Pythagoras' theorem works with right angle triangles. It has to be right angle triangle. If it's not, this theorem is not going to work for this one. Now, in terms for us, if we remember, Pythagoras' theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay? Now, using the theorem, a and b can interchange between the two sides. In this case, I'm going to put this as a, this is b, and this is c. Okay, and the formula simply works by manipulating the numbers, substituting the values that I give you, and figuring out the hypotenuse. This is the hypotenuse. Okay, and will always be the hypotenuse, as the hypotenuse relates to the longest side of a right angle triangle. Okay, now taking a look in terms of using the formula, let's try it out. So if we erase these values, okay, we keep the formula that's there. Let's start with the most basic. Okay, let's say this side is 3, this side is 4. Now working through the formula itself, all we do is we have the formula, we just substitute in the values and figure it out. So like I said, this one will make A, this one will make B, we don't know C, so let's play with the formula. Okay? So a squared plus b squared plus c squared is the formula that's going to be used. So we substitute 3 for a, so 3 squared plus, substitute b for 4, is 4 squared, which equals c squared. Okay. Now, before we tackle the c squared, sorry for the glowing light, 3 squared is equal to 9, plus 4 squared, which is equal to 16. All right. Now we have 9 plus 16 equals c squared. 9 plus 16 is 25 equals c squared. So we're not done just yet. What we have to do is get rid of the squared value so we only have c, okay? Not the squared values. So the opposite of squared is square root, okay? So we go with the square root of 25 equals c. Now you punch that into your calculator, okay? Square root of 25, if we punch it in, is 5. So c equals 5. All right, that's one example. If we go on and try another one, okay. So once again, the formula is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. All right, now let's say our sides are a equals 6, b equals 8. We don't know c. All right. Once again, once we've figured out that this is a, and we've placed this is b, and we got to figure out c, we use the formula. Now, substitution is our first thing we do. So the a becomes 6 squared, the b becomes 8 squared, and the c we don't know. Well, 6 times 6, which is what 6 squared means, is 36. 8 squared is 8 times 8, which is 64.